Formal versus informal. When do you use formal versus informal language in Italian? So formal language is used to show respect. So it's used with work colleagues, people you do not know, such as waiters, baristas, retail workers, etc., or with people who are older than you. Okay, so like your elders, you want to show them respect, so you use the formal version of Italian. We don't really have that in English, so it's something that you just have to get used to. Informal language is used with friends, family, your peers, and people that you already know well. So it's good to learn both the formal and the informal. Okay. How do you make a sentence formal? To make a sentence formal, you simply use the third person, lei, form of the verb rather than the second person, tu. For example, in order to say, are you hungry? What is your name and how are you? In the informal, you would say, are you hungry? Tu hai fame? Okay, so the tu is being used, tu hai fame, because it's informal. Come ti chiami? Okay, come ti chiami? Again, this is the tu form. You can also say tu come ti chiami? Tu come ti chiami? And how are you? Tu come stai? Tu come stai? Whereas in the formal, you would use the lei form, which is the third person singular in this case. So lei ha fame, lei ha fame. Come si chiama lei? Come si chiama lei? And lei come sta? Lei come sta? Okay, so while most pronouns are not used in Italian, except for emphasis or clarity, lei is commonly left in to clarify the use of formal language. Okay, so if you're not familiar with Italian at all, usually you don't use the subject pronouns in a sentence unless you're using it for emphasis or clarity. Okay, so for example, come ti chiami, okay, you completely take out the tu. Okay, we'll look at more examples as we go on. But you already know that this is a second person singular because of the ending here in chiami. So you don't actually need the tu because you already know that it's the second person. Okay, but in the formal sense, you usually do leave the lei in. It's just more of I think it's just because it's more formal. You just kind of do everything a little bit more formal, whereas in informal language, you kind of abbreviate a lot of things and shorten things, just even like in English. Okay, also the third person plural, loro, is rarely used nowadays, so just stick with the second person plural, voi, for the formal plural tense. Okay, I'm not going to go into that right now, but that's just for your reference.